Hello everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds. Welcome you back to Lovecraft Country and the Voting Block, the Let's Try series. Yes, we're at our third option for the next series for Lovecraft Country, which you, the subscribers, not just the viewers, the subscribers, will vote upon. And this one was actually kindly donated by my acolyte, Kira L. Yes, she, well, it's been kind of noted that some of the series that do best here are the noir detective ones set in the 1930s, be it Dark Side Detective, Sinking City, technically Dreams in the Wedge House, although you're a student, not a detective, although you're pretty much doing the police's work at certain points. And we're diving back into another retro game that's sort of with this noir, Lovecraft Noir. Now, there's actually a series for role-playing games called Trail of Cthulhu, which leans into this more than Call of Cthulhu, which is more about the academic Lovecraftian OG. This one, and Trail of Cthulhu is all about the pulp investigation. Not that it helps you very much, because you are, fighting cosmic horrors. But, yeah, let's see how this one goes, shall we? Ominous. This place a 16-bit can render. Arkham, Massachusetts. It was a dark town that liked to keep its secrets, which was good, because those secrets would devour the sanity of anyone who actually heard them. Yes, I'll probably be stuck in narration mode. Here comes that damn son of a bitch cop. Well, at least we're right back into real time. It's about time! Okay, we've got another derby. You should know these hallways carry quite the echo. Look at his voice. So watch your mouth, will ya? Okay, so we're right into abusing our authority. Great. True realism. Wasn't talking about you, detective. Foster. Aren't you the detective who got booted from the force for losing his marbles? I found every single one of them again, thank you very much. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, you got a search warrant or what? Sure, I got the damn search warrant right here, Mr. Pullman. Are we gonna punch him? Hey, I'm just looking for my tenant's best interest. Besides, I keep saying that you got the wrong guy. No, Carlos Ramirez lives in the apartment 13, but Mr. Clark Gable. Wait, seriously? Somebody used that as an alias in 1933. When Clark Gable, huh? That's his name, yes. Clark Gable is the lead in Red Dust. Like I said, it's a famous movie actor. You ought to get out more, Pops. Channeling my violent news here. Cut the smart-ass act and let me see that warrant. I got your warrant right here. Wait, we are going to do this legally. Aren't you going to try to read it? What's the point? I trust you, detective. Calling me names the whole time. If I'd known that, I'd have handed you a clipping from the Arkham Advertiser sports page. Oh, we're getting there. Judge Roberts did not take kindly being dragged out of the country club to sign the order. Yeah, corruption's been the same as for 100 years, people. Judge Roberts? Fuck him and his country club. Jesus, I think we got like a leftist here. People have nowhere to drop dead. There are no jobs, and this recession is like it will ever end. Well, I'm sorry, guys, but politics. It's not that I'm putting politics into this. The game does, and politics are eternal. Country club. Not enough folks jumped out of the windows in Wall Street back in 29. Jesus, I'm going to get censored for that. Come on, spare me the lecture and lock that damn door already. I'm part of that corrupt authority you're talking about. Room 13, how cliche. Ramirez is not here, is he? No, he still hasn't shown up. The apartment is empty. What do you expect to find in there? I get that axe is what I want. The jackpot. I beg your pardon? Police business, Mr. Pullman. Open up. All yours, detective. I'm guessing the landlord's probably illiterate, by the way. What? You said Ramirez wasn't in. And it's true. He hasn't been back all day. Are you sure? The door has the chain on, which indicates someone who's inside and probably left by the window. I see someone lying on the floor, or that person.
And it's not Ramirez. Probably Julio, his sidekick. He's a small-time scammer and blackmailer, too. Yeah, mild racism. But even more of an idiot. The lying on the floor? Is he... dead? Don't worry. He's still breathing. Probably drunk, hopped up. Or both. Not that it matters much. Hand me a saw or something I can use to cut the chain. I don't keep tools around here. What kind of landlord handyman are you? Nothing. You serious? Whenever somebody needs fixing, I call this Italian guy who works for peanuts. Name's Mario. His brother Luigi. Kind of a weird duo. He brings his own toolbox. Oh, God, you don't need a screwdriver? All right, give him a call. I haven't heard from him in weeks. I see. I'll make do myself. Gee, I wonder what I'll use to slike it down. Press F1 for instructions. This could be problematic, as F1 and F2 are, in fact, controls for my recording software. Nasty stench is coming out of there. Hell, there's nothing in this dump that actually smells halfway decent. Alright, X. Can't get it out. Clamp skunked up with... What the hell did you put in there? Glue! You glued the handle of the emergency axe to the clamp? Christ, why? Still a weapon, you know. Can't trust these tenants. Could be a disaster. Oh, God. He's got a lot of the snark going with me here. You sure there are no tools in this building? I already told you. Guy who does the dirty work is the one with the tools. Okay. Or certificate of occupancy. It's expired. Did you know that? Nah, must have ended recently. September. Just like I told you. Of 1918. I'm gonna bust your ass for for that if you don't get this door open. Ashtray. It's overflowing with cigarette butts. You tenants sure do smoke a lot. It's 1933, everyone smokes. Don't be fooled. They're all mine. It's the Church of St. Stanislaus of Arkham. The Polish church. I think it's from Haunter of the Dark. Alright. Let's, there's a device over there on the table. It's probably what we need. Arkham in 1902. Back when it was a thriving city, not the dump it's turned into now. It's always been a dump. You just forgotten how bad it was back then. And what has it become, Mr. Pullman? A den of foreign riffraff. Like I said, mild racism. Right on topic. Italians, Spaniards, Poles, Russians, dirty, filthy scum. Right on topic. On genre. They come here to commit crimes and steal our jobs. What good did the Immigration Act of 24 do? Something tells me this game is timely. I'll tell you. No good at all. I don't know. Why don't you get some tools and work on your own place for a bit? Oh, wait. No, you have an immigrant doing that for you. Like I said, nothing changes. Kind of thought that would be a device or something, but yeah. Okay, if we can't get that done, knock on the door, maybe. Ramirez is in part in 13. I should handle it myself. All right. So we can't glue this. We're not capable of leaving. Let's take a look at the door. Door is the chain on. I won't be able to get in until I get rid of it. Oh, God. Yeah, okay. Sticky part. All right, so, wait. Nasty stench. Okay, so right away we're dealing with things. Oh, for God's sakes. The lighter cost me a small fortune. Notebook. Ooh, what's this do? 6 rounds. Alright, I've got a gun. You know what I can do? Do me a favor, take a few steps back. Like this? Now cover your ears. What? Wait a minute, don't! Open. Are you out of your cotton picking mind? You're gonna raise hell in the whole building! I ran into a couple screaming their heads off in the lobby. On the stairs, some sorry bastard tried to mug me. One floor up, a drunk who could barely stand was hurling insults at me. Frankly, I think your tenants already live in hell. Speaking of hell, what's that smell? What? All right. No more toilets in the rooms, and these pigs have turned the communal washroom into a cesspool. I really ought to send someone in there to clean it up. The whole building senses bad or worse than the Arkham River. This is due to the fact that mills are producing paper or pumping something into the river. It's not on the floor. It's on this floor. It's whatever. Forget it. Let's go. Hey, Julio. Looks like your pal got wise who were closing in and left you high and dry. I want out of this dump, so make this easy on me. Where's the photo? Hey! I'm talking to you, arsehole. You're a little hopped up on heroin, you don't even know I'm here, huh? God damn it, we're right into, warnings. Content warning. Fucking junkies. Okay, we're definitely in contact. Oh my god, you have the American dream in here? The Grant Wood penny I keep seeing everywhere these days. Even in LA or some small-time hustlers. Oh yeah, probably American Gothic, the painting that this is. This came out in year 33. Oh, trash can. Always check the trash can. See some maggots having a feast and what's lever in the garbage can. I meant for freaking paperwork. People throw away all kinds of stuff that's useful information, which is why you should shred all of your documents before you recycle them. I'm gagging. Alright, bottles. What a collection of whiskey bottles. Violation of the Volstead Act, another charge to tack on. This is during Prohibition. Alcohol is, in fact, illegal. I think I'll keep one for a waste of bullets getting in here. Fair's fair. Besides, I'm bone dry. Could use it for you to drink. Yeah, you're going to tell who's going to force it on the cops. In fact, to this day, cops are, here's to you, Julio. Cops are, god damn it. This is gasoline. I have a lighter and gasoline. You guys were making Molotov cocktails, huh? Thought you only ran the extortion racket. Can't get a word out of you, huh? Doesn't matter, you'll be singing like a canary when I get you back from Wonderland. One more charge added to your list, by the way. Molotov cocktails in 1933 should not be a term being used because Molotov cocktails come from 1939 due to the Russian invasion of Finland, in which they were created by the Finnish and called Molotov cocktails because Molotov was the name of the Soviet, I don't remember his exact rank, the Soviet ambassador, I guess, Molotov, who signed a treaty that the Soviets immediately broke by invading Finland. So they named them cocktails, and you should check out the Winter War sometimes. It's like this great little side story for World War II. I mean, great in the historical sense. Nobody going through it was having a lot of fun. There's a cigarette burning. I can't have been long since Julio set out for Valhalla. Now, you should clear the room, by the way. You could have a hidden person in here. There's a jacket hanging here. The thing I'm looking for might be in one of the pockets. Nothing. Photo, apparently. Okay, this cabinet? Yeah, people can hide with a gun in a cabinet, by the way. There you are. Right, blackmail photo. Well, well. Looks like Mayor Bradley, the American morality watchdog, is sneaking around with some company. I don't know what you were begging for from that girl, Mr. Mayor. I doubt this photo is going to be much for your re-election. Are we going to blackmail him? So the big fish you were trying to squeeze was Mayor Bradley. I'll be frank, I got no love for that bum who's turning Arkham into a dump. Politics. And to top it all off, word in the street is that the guy's a big shot in the Ku Klux Klan. This is like the second game I've had with the Cthulhu mythos and Ku Klux Klan. But the law is the law, and blackmail will land you behind bars. Yeah, laws are only good, of course, for the poor. So I'll get that cuffs in the car, and you're coming. You didn't bring the goddamn cuffs? You take him down, then you cuff him. Jesus Christ. Why am I professional? This town looks like a fucking Christmas tree with all that neon. Alright, Julio. Come some class and take the rubber band off your arm after you shoot up. Using a rubber band. Oh, God. Surgical tubing. That I'm really giving advice on how to use heroin, mind you. Just less likely to lose your arm. smooth without any wrinkles. These crooks know how to make a better bed than I do, because they're ex-military. Guarantee it. This is also after World War I, which these guys are probably veterans who picked up a drug habit because opium was the primary use of pain medication during World War I. Thus, you got a whole bunch of people not only, mind you, suffering from wartime PTSD, already addicted, they come home, and the prohibition's going on and they can't even have a bloody drink. And you wonder why it was called the Lost Generation, or that century's Lost Generation. I think we're probably getting there ourselves today. I guess we're gonna go back and get our handcuffs, because apparently we're forgetful. Did you find what you were looking for? Yeah, the night's not over yet, though. You'll have to let me call in the boys to take Sleeping Beauty away. And that's done, I promise you. That stench, you really don't smell it. I told you it's probably the Rosh room. No. Know that smell. It's coming from... Damn it. What's going on? Who's staying in room 14? I don't know his name. You don't know? Didn't you book him in? That guy showed up a week ago, handed me $20, which is a lot of money in this point, for the room in one condition, that I don't ask any questions. Probably about $80 to $100 in our time. Starting with his name. Well, then you should know the guy in that room is dead. What? That's the smell I'm talking about. Of course he'd know. He's a murder detective, and he's also always hanging around the morgue. Stink of a rotting corpse. What the... Really, guys? Open the door. What a nasty night. Nothing but shit. Well, clean up your damn restroom. What the hell? I changed the lock on you, or put glue in it. Any problems? I can't open the door. It's like some jam from the inside. Move out of the way. I'm gonna fix this. You're gonna shoot the lock? That's your solution? I told you there's something inside keeping the door from opening. It's not the lock's fault. It's like they nailed a plank to the frame so it can't be opened from the outside. I'll see what I can do. We can use possibly gasoline to undo the axe. It is a solvent. Powerful one too. I soak the gunk with gasoline. That should loosen up a bit and it'll come off the clamp. Let's try it. Still won't budge. The gasoline's soft and the glue, but it's slow going. Need to speed it up. Alright, we know how the worst works. Set the place on fire. Always my solution, by the way. Add a trace of the glue. Alright then, I have an axe. I'm not giving it up. Did you smell something burning? No, I don't think so. Huh. Oh god, this place is... Oh, hang on one second. I need to lubricate, obviously. Definitely got a different vibe. I'm going for a crass version of Noir. Not really sure I don't see actually adding the drama by putting in too much crudeness. I mean, Dashiell Hammett, the guy who originally did Noir with the Maltese Falcon, about this time, a little earlier in fact, always had a nice smooth way of talking, one that made one you could put into the mouth of Humphrey Bogart. It would seem beautiful. Which is why it's one of the best noir novel and films in the world. I mean, to this day. What's your move then? Break it down, get out of the way. With the axe? Yeah, so back up. Who's paying for it? Arkham PD? We'll get you a new one for Christmas. For the third time. Move. I'm a crack shot with a gun. With an axe, I'm not so sure. Well, at least you spent some time in the range. This actually takes longer than you think it does. Well, shit. Good lord. Oh god, the cleanup. Oh, shit. Do me a favor. Phone the Arkham police station and... Can't! The phone's dead. I stopped paying for it. Then get outside and find a cop. I only got a code 345 here. Probably a cult ritual. 345. Quick. Yes, yes. Oh, hell. I don't know what the fuck is happening in this town. You're in a Lovecraft story. You're in Arkham. You're boned. Oh no, shit. Not again. Yeah, it's Arkham PD. This happens, every couple weeks or Calm down, Dak. Remember, it's Dr. Striner told you. Take a deep breath. Okay, so I already encountered crazy. Alright, door. They had another door entirely put on top of it. You got it. That's impressive, by the way. Alright, so let's see what we're doing here. Drawers. Empty. Oh god, I didn't expect them to actually have any towels or anything. Paint can. Window. Both the window and door were boarded up tight. In other words, no one could have come in here and pulled this voodoo shit. And if the killer was already here, he sure as hell didn't vanish into thin air. Well, maybe. This crazy ritual, do you do it all by yourself? God damn it, how? Alright. Paint can. This is what they used to paint that circle on the floor. Color isn't much different than blood. Well, maybe they're trying to fool demons. You know, usually demons ask for a blood sacrifice and trying to fool them with paint. For God's sakes, what got burned here? Oh shit, what the hell? Someone's hand of glory. What the fuck happened here? It's a type of magic amulet made from the hand of a dead man in which you create, from a hanged man, usually you create a talisman that will find treasure and open all doors. I mean, seriously, people are obsessed with treasure finding in the old school occult. The poor bastards, well, it's probably one of these jacket pockets. Let's see who this guy is. Nothing in these pockets. Who are you? I'll get to you in a moment. Map of Arkham. Papers. I hate this city even to look at its map, which I know quite well from Call of Cthulhu. Papers are in a language I don't know. Not that I know much more than English. Likely 90% of Americans. Like 90% of Americans. Now we're just getting commentary here. Body. The tattoo on his back matches the symbol on the floor. I should log this strange symbol in my notebook. Seems like I only lead to figure out who this poor bastard is. Head. Beheaded. No, wait a minute. Damn it. They didn't even use a weapon to do it. It looks like they ripped it off with their bare hands. What kind of beast does something like this? By the way, I don't see the head anywhere. Did they take it? Menu. Hang on a second. Let's do a quick save. Save one, because you never know. Alright, so down here on the pants, tattoo, head, arm. Exit, I guess. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else. We always should check. Just in case there's something hidden. Looks like a silhouette of a person, too. Isn't there like an old school... Oh yeah, that was actually X-Files, in which somebody with the abilities shadowed with the ability to vaporize people into atomic dust. The same sort of dust that's left after a nuclear explosion. See Hiroshima. Alright, so let's see about getting a cop, shall we? I'm not leaving until I get at least the slightest idea what the hell went down here. Okay, so what are we doing here? Notebook. I'm not going to shoot him. I only got 5, by the way. Okay, cabinet. Oh, that's what it is. I have to use the notebook on the thing. All right. Drawings are my strong suit, but I'll do my best. Yeah. Excellent. Done. Not a hopper, but a damn good copy of this tattoo. Not sure what a hopper is. Probably. All right, nothing else to do here. I should haul Julio in. Hope he hasn't come to his senses and skipped town. You should have handcuffed him. He's probably not going anywhere. Oh, Detective Foster, it's you. I'm Agent Frank. Frank Ross, sorry. For God's sakes. Blueberry pie, huh? Oh, sorry about that. Don't sweat it, kid. You'll get used to it. First time? Yes. At least you'd had the decency to puke by the door so you didn't contaminate the crime scene. Did you call it in? Not that a lot of forensics happens in 1933. Yes, sir. They're on their way. Good. Stay put. Tell the camera guy to snap shots like he's some kind of bored tourist. You leaving, sir? Got to take the guy from the room 13 with me. Hope to be back by the time the coroner arrives. But what do you think happened here, Detective Foster? Just another night in Arkham. Yeah, there's about 16 or 17 venturing parties from Call of Cthulhu and maybe the same amount of trail running around any particular night. Arkham Police Station. Head to the police station. Okay, got an achievement for getting this far, I guess. Here we go. Repacing Jack. The chief. God damn it, Jack. What? Quick pacing around, will you? I've been correcting the grammar instinctively. It helps me think. Well, you're sure making me dizzy. Now park your ass right here. Trouble at home, Captain? Don't get smart, Jack. I'm not in the mood for wisecracks today. Like I said, I've been correcting their grammar. What's going on? That damn mayor. I slipped him the photo those two halfwits are trying to blackmail him with. End of story. Case shut. And you know how he paid me back? He's giving a campaign speech at the Arkham Coliseum tonight, swears someone's gunning for him. So he asked me and a few boys to play bodyguard. See, you at least tip your corrupt police. Come on. Have some class. Reap what you voted for. Grunt. So, Bradley's sweating bullets. Because of his Molotovs we pinched off the Ramirez and his stooge? I mean, that's a pretty bad way to commit political assassination. No, that's not it. That Julio punk sang a canary after his trip to Wonderland. Turns out what they wanted to use him was to hit the Arkham Advertiser's office. Oh, political violence. Shutting down the press. Yeah, we're doing politics here, people. Game's buried in it. They believe it's an ultra-conservative pamphlet, a mouthpiece for the power that should be burned to the ground. Huh. Reversal from today, when it's usually the right burning them down. Guess writing angry letters to the editor wasn't enough for them. Damn Reds. Communists. Tell Bradley you can't go. I don't have a choice. He's top dog in the polls and most likely get re-elected. He's not killed by fish people. I've got to make him see that slashing the department's budget isn't a good idea. The classic corruption. Don't worry, you can just hit up the populace. But if you want to keep cashing your paycheck, let me kiss his ass in peace, will ya? Fine by me. And speaking of unpleasant things, that esoteric crap you dug up today has got me worried. One stiff with the head ripped clean off, another charred to a crisp, just a hand left behind. Dark forces are not to be played with. Two victims of Satan's satanic ritual. Right, Satanism is the big bad at this point. You're taking the case, and you'll have a partner. You don't know him? Fresh blood? To monitor us. Transferred him from Providence, which is Lovecraft's hometown. Knows his way around cults and black books. Oh god, is it going to be Lovecraft? The right man for the job. He's been a big help while you were gone. I'd rather fly solo. Where do you think you're going? To crack the case. Alone. Okay, time to be pulled up by your short hair. That wasn't a request. It was an order, and you better damn well follow it. You know why? 'Cause I'm sticking my neck out for you, and don't forget your reinstatement's hanging by a thread. That's all you're waiting for you to slip so they can kick you out on the street. They're all waiting for you. Alright, I get it. I'll play nice. That's more like it. So, who's the lucky guy? Harvey Whitman. You set him a office in the basement. Oh, like Fox Mulder. Go see him. He wants to go over a few things with you about the case. Bit of an odd duck. Believes in black magic, says there are things in this world we can't wrap our heads around. Yeah, that's... physics alone would do that for you. But he doesn't push it as far as you, Jack. One last thing. It's always one last thing. Yeah. Dr. Striner called. She says you haven't completed all of your sessions. Oh, so female psychiatrist, 1933. Or alienist. She wants to try regression therapy on me, Captain. Regression therapy? What kind of mumbo-jumbo is that? Something I'm not about to go through, that's what. I don't give a damn whether you're willing or not. You go see her and you do what she says, like she was your mother. You hear? Yeah, fine. I don't know why the little southern cut in there. Come on. Go see Dr. Striner. Hard-headed fool. Great, we got a cliche. Well. So it's true they cut you loose, huh? I don't know. You got a problem with that, Evans? You're damn right there's a problem. That problem is you. Where have you been here? Having you here puts us all in the line of fire. I'm recovered. Nothing for you to lose sleep over. Recovered my ass. You pulled a gun on all of us. That's bad etiquette. I won't let you feed on my sanity, you monsters. I was playing in the other game. You fucking psycho. They ought to throw you in a padded cell and pitch the key into Miskatonic. Bad guy, I'm gonna make him sound like... Oh, listen real close, asshole. Like, hey, what's going on in here? Evans was just giving me a warm welcome. I'm gonna pay the power bill. Ain't that right, partner? Foster shouldn't be here, Captain. You're one who shouldn't be here, Evans. Go home. Shouldn't you be chasing down those missing babies? Well, we're doing this at the same time as Dreams in the Witch House. Yeah, it's just that. Newborns are getting snatched all over town, Evans. Goddamn witch. It's eyes on her. Get your ass moving. But, Captain... Asshole. As for you, Jack... Don't make me say it twice. Go see Dr. Striner. You know how I feel about? Ain't the time to bust my balls, Jack. That mayor called and I have to be at the Arkham Coliseum 2 hours ahead of schedule. Today is a day we swallow the crap we don't want to swallow. Got it? So you know what you gotta do. Now we have quick travel, I guess. Okay, hang on 1 second. Damn it. Alright, so we're back to controls. Give me 1 second. Alright then, back to it. Let's go talk to Mr. Archer here. Hey, Foster. Heard you were back. Hadn't seen you around. How you holding up? Good, I guess. You got all those boys all pissed off, you know that? Yeah, not exactly prom king around here. They blame you for Mac. You too, huh? Me? Nah. Happens. You're cops. Comes with the territory. And not to blame it happened to Mac. I'm having fun with the coin. I'm not to blame for what happened to Mac. Yeah, I know. You gotta admit, that story you told off was a little off. Having fun with that coin? Having fun with that coin? Oh, this? Busted a shell game hustler near Wandrai. Shell game, old school. That guy was pretty good, you know? I told him that if he showed me the trick, I'd talk to the judge and get his sentence reduced. Cops lie, by the way. Obviously, I ain't telling the judge shit. See what I'm saying? Never believe what a cop tells you. Want me to show you? Come on, if you can guess which hand I have the coin in, you can have it. Now, this is actually a trick of shell games, by the way. The trick is the coin. Yeah, why not? All right, then. Let's go. I'll tell you when we get done here. All right, where's the coin? All right. Left hand or right? Concentrate, will you? All right, so it's not going to be either one, by the way, because the way to do shell games is that they move around. Called the shell games, you have 3 walnut shells upside down and a ball in the other. What you do is they switch them around. With the ball in one, switch around them as you're looking at them, and then ask you to grab one. But you're always wrong. Why? Because the ball's not there. They use sleight of hand in order to be able to pull it out. Everyone's empty, you always lose, and they get your money on the bet. See? Tough luck, Foster. You're a detective. You should have known where it was. Yep, it's neither. I don't see anything burning. Yet. The night is young. Bulletin board. Walter Gilman, missing, age 24, originally from Haverville. Well, guess we're post Wild Dreams of the Witch House. Last seen in his home at 100 High Street, Arkham. Oh well. R.I.P. Gilman. At least we know that my ending for that story was in fact canon. Honor roll. My mug used to hang up there. Now that spineless weasel Arthur Evans has taken my spot. What do you do to earn that, Evans? Kissed ass, that's how it works. The only thing you can brag about is your tongue ain't worn out licking the captain's boots. As I was saying. Alright, so that's the honor roll. Always check the trash. Somebody ditched something wrapped in newspaper. This is coming with me. Hell? I know we're always supposed to do that, but sometimes there's 1 in a million chance it contains something valuable. Then again, you never know. Pastrami with cheese, or at least that's mostly I gather from the green moldy filling. Moldy sandwich is hard as a rock. If some food whets your appetite, this one kills it. Pretty faithful copy to put the victim. Okay, we've got that. I don't know why that's in there, but I guess we're taking everything. Elevator, okay. Since Prohibition, the draft wants us to stay dry. Of course, they know the biggest boozers wear badges. Usually due to stress. Sometimes they're alcoholic to begin with. This is the only place I would take them to the offices. Alright, so let's check out the offices first. I'm just like that, always poking around. Captain's not around and his office locked up tight. Alright, so I guess... check the elevator. Alright, it works. Light's a little weird. Offices, evidence, lobby, basement, screw it. You know I always want to check out basements. Alright then. Oh look, there's a Lovecraft picture over there. Wait, this is like almost the same setting for the basement of the library in Dreams of the Witch House. I think it's the first time I've been down to the basement. Empty. This one too? Let's check the next one. There's a toolbox. Rusted solid. Completely useless. Well, that sucks. Boxes. Office supplies, or so the labels say. Well, look at that. Whole box full of letter openers. I'm done shredding envelopes with my nails, especially since I've been chewing them to nubs. We now have a letter opener. My weird obsession with poking at everything paid off. Elevator. Portrait. Like this, so this is where they stash you, huh, Calvin? Smart move, sitting out the 28 election. You dodged a bullet not having to manage the whole damn crisis. Must have been the previous mayor. Alright, what do we got? Guess is where they parked my new partner. Supposed to see him. What's his name again? Holden? Hunter? Gilman. No, wait, that's not it. Oh, damn it, he's right there on the placard. Harvey Whitman. Harvey Whitman? I'm Jack Foster, your new partner. Damn it. What the? Oh, God. Our detective. Oh! You must be Jack Foster, my partner. And you're Harvey. Ah, Harvey Whitman. A pleasure. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to shake your hand. Of course you won't. You just came out of the bathroom. Oh, that's not the reason. I think shaking hands is a social convention that disregards those who find physical contact. Okay, cut the crap. Oh, great, he's autistic in 1933. The old captain already told me you were an odd duck. He has said that? He also said you wanted to talk to me about the case. Yeah, come with me. Give me 1 sec. I took the liberty of making a rendering of the tattoo on our victim's back based on the crime scene photos. But I already drew it. Your sketch was rather crude, and several symbols do not correspond to the original positions. I apologize if I offended you, but it's a matter of organization. Don't sweat it. Around here, everything's organized. Even crime. I prefer not to show crime scene photos of civilians, so I drew it as faithfully as possible. Not a civilian. Hold on, what the hell is this? What? Where? Hold on, what the hell is this? Was in the lower right corner. A symbol, that wasn't on the victim's back. Oh, it's my signature. Your signature? What is this, an art contest? No, why? Forget it. Move on. You see these symbols inside the circle? Their origin is lost in the mist of time. Some experts claim they predate cuneiform writing. Cuneiform writing, oldest form of writing, which came from the city-state of Uruk in 3400 BCE. Earliest system of writing record developed by the ancient Sumerians in Mesopotamia 3,000 years before Christ. Oh my God. The game and I are in total sync at this point. I studied these symbols years ago. It's a very basic concept-based script. Can you read them? What do they say? I'm a bit rusty, but several can be translated as repulsion or rejection. Now look at the ones that follow the lines of the circle. Those look like arrows. Exactly, and they all point outward. Similar symbology is reflected in several spells and occulty goals, which is one of the tomes in the Lovecraftian mythos, written by Count Dirletta. They all suggest a warding spell, repelling of spiritual beings. According to the Book of Ebion, another hit, those a type of spell to be effective, the pattern must be duplicated between the person to be protected and the space where they want to be protected, which is the symbols he was sitting in. So you're saying that tattoo in the victim's back on the symbol on the floor. According to your theory, the guy wasn't the victim of a ritual, he's protecting himself. Protecting himself from who? Or from what? I have a question. Symbol in the center. You haven't mentioned it. What does it mean? Well, I cannot say for certain. I believe it would be an emblem of an order. So I've combed through my entire library looking for its meaning or a similar pattern, but I haven't been able to find it. However, for several years now, I've been in contact with a man who's very knowledgeable about occult symbolism. Benjamin Marsh, another Marsh. He's an antiquarian and one of the leading experts in the subject, and he's here in Arkham. Antiquarian's kind of fancy way of saying historian. He's a very private person. He always refuses to meet in person. We only communicate by letter, because he's a deep one. Name's Marsh. Lately, he hasn't been answering my letters. I fear something may have happened to him. Sounds like we should pay this social butterfly a visit. They might give us a clue to the victim's identity if we crack the emblem. Right. What does that mean? There's also the matter of the hand found next to the body. The charred one, right. Our second victim at the scene. His prints don't match anyone in our files. We don't know his identity. We haven't found the source of the fire or any fuel that caused it. It was atomic. Duh. I have analyzed the photograph and come to the conclusion that the type of charring is quite unusual. Typical of spontaneous human combustion. Oh God, not that old chestnut. A phenomenon that is very common, not very common, but real. Debatable. Wait a second, spontaneous what now? Say that again. Man that burned without any external source of ignition. I beg your pardon? That victim burned on its own. You kidding me? That's even possible? Absolutely questionable. In fact, the morning I read the story in today's edition about the Arkham Advertiser about a lecture of a certain Philip Moore who studies this phenomenon. We could present the case to him and perhaps establish a connection between the protection spell and the spontaneous human combustion of the second victim. Hold on, are you telling me some black magic hex cooked him from the inside? You buy into black magic? A year ago I'd have called it bunk, but lately I'd said I've been more open-minded. Leave it at that. What about you? My background is in science. I'm supposed to reject these superstitions. Your place doesn't look like it. But in the years of my service, I have witnessed things that defy rational explanation. Not sure that comforts me, but at least I'm not alone. Hey, Scully found their Mulder. It's okay, so where's the fellow you mentioned giving his talk? I don't remember. I skimmed the news and haven't thought about it until now. All I know is that the lecture is today. Well, grab the newspaper. We'll find out. I don't have it here. Mackenzie took with him this afternoon. All right, let's find that newspaper and pay a visit to the expert in symbology. Grab your hat. We're rolling. I don't wear one. Another social convention you don't agree with? No, a line that gives me eczema on my forehead. Skin rash. Good Lord. What are you doing? I'm taking off the photos of the charred hand. Want to show them to the expert. We're set. Do you have a notebook with you? Yes. All right, now that we're partners, you're on note duty, which means I don't have to carry mine. Something tells me my pockets are going to be full before this case is over. Well, limited inventory, you might say? Let's go. Okay, sorry about that. The screen froze up for a moment, but it did unlock, so we're still good. But just in case, yeah. Let's do some saving, shall we? We save. Especially in a cosmic horror game. Alright, so, blackboard. That pentagram's got my attention. But the one on the floor is the one I care about. You're not performing satanic rituals and all that crap down here, are you? I will admit I performed some in the past, purely as a method to better understand the satanic mindset. But not in this case. I have been looking for a correlation between these two symbols for a research project and didn't have another blackboard available. Ah, and here I thought you were spamming Lucifer in your spare time. No, it's just... Right, I get the picture. What's the connection with all the connected... What's the story with all the connected dots in the Arkham map? It's an investigation I've been conducting for quite some time. You're a bit sketchy. I'm all ears. I don't want to bore you with the details. All right. Okay. Anything else? Bet you got swamped with all those cults springing up, huh? Yeah, like one every week. Looks like the folks are getting nuttier by the day. It's a little more complex than that. Oh, really? Well, what do I know? You're the expert. So what do we do now? Let's get out of my office. There's nothing to do here. Unless you want to listen to that radio. Now, can I turn it off? Ooh, got lots of stuff here. I'm going to go through your stuff, man. This your handwriting? That's right. What's wrong? Geez, you write like you signed your name. Need to the John? I already went. What about you? The Johns upstairs are always a mess. Doubt this one here is any better. So I'll pass. Don't worry, I clean it every day. So you won't shake your partner's hand, but you'll scrub a toilet bowl? I doubt that. Alright, so. Drawers? I'd rather you didn't go poking around in those drawers. Why? I got material from the ongoing cases. I'd rather you didn't mess up my files. You ever read anything besides occult books? Of course. Like what? Horror and science fiction. You know Wonder Stories? It's a magazine from the time. Weird Tales? Also. What? Nah, leave that kind of stuff to crackpots. Those are two that Lovecraft is prominently featured in. Although they didn't pay him properly. Is it real? Indeed. I'm not asking from how it found its way here. What's it say? You have very small handwriting. It says, please do not touch any objects on the shelf. I just prefer no one handles my things. What's this? What is this? Ancient Druid figurines. I've been collecting them. Please don't touch. They're very delicate. I'm selling them on eBay. Alright, so I think we're done here. Like telephone, right? It's not functional. Line doesn't reach down here. Purely for decoration. Well, it just makes it a bit easier. That's okay, I guess we're leaving. Come on, Harvey. Hopefully you're not secretly a cultist or an imaginary friend. Let's recap. We've got 2 victims. One guy was found with his head ripped clean off, lying on some kind of pentagram. All that was left of the other was his hand, and according to you, it was due to, what did you call it? Spontaneous human combustion. Yeah, that. First Vic had a warding spell tattooed on him. What or who is he trying to protect himself from? From the second victim? Alright, let's pretend the fairy dust is real for a moment. What was the second Vic the killer, and what spell did its job? It's possible that the second victim was collaborating in the ritual, and for some reason it all got out of control. You know, feedback. I hope you're right, because if I'm being honest, I'm way over my head on this one. Okay, let's go over your pen pals to see if you can explain the emblem on the first victim's back. That will give us a clue on his identity, but if it belongs to an order or cult, we may be able to place it. We'll also pay a visit to that Philip Moore guy. Let's tell us whether there's a connection between that spell and spontaneous human combustion. We need a copy of the Arkham Appetizer. I don't remember where that talk will take place. Alright, let's hunt one down. Let's go. Objectives. Alright, so we're just going to take the stairs manually. Should take us up to the lobby. I don't think so. Leave the exercise for another day. There's an elevator right here. Are you bastard? I like stairs. You have time to think where you're going someplace. Ah. Escort mission. Alright, evidence. Set up evidence. We are looking for the paper, after all. Alright, so. Portrait. Okay, evidence storage room. Our new president, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Oh, God. They pulled it. So-called experts think he'll pull us out of this whole mess. He does, for the most part. Spoilers. So, who'd you pull the lever for in the last election? The vote is secret. I figure. The Socialist Party of America, huh? Department's proud display of its greatest hits, straight from the pages of the Arkham Appetizer. Let's say water's supposed to be odorless, colorless, and tasteless. This one smells awful, has a greenish color, and tastes like hell. Does it come straight out of the Arkham River or what? Probably. Water purification is not really a thing. Not a big thing right now. 9. This points the way the evidence to lock up. Alright, so we've only got 2 places to go. 1 place to go. Alright, evidence storage, I guess. It's a newspaper right there. Alright, what are you closing? What? What's that smell? Greasy. Delicious. No? Wilbur! How's it going, Wilbur? Can't complain! I mean, of course I could, but at least I have a job. Pray it stays that way. By the way, hey, sorry about Mac. Yeah, well, what kind of feast are you guys having back there? God. Smells good, doesn't it? Some hot dogs from a little guy with a stand over at Long Park. By the way, I saw Frank the Worm there. He heard he's on Mayor Bradley's campaign now. He sends his regards. So he's part of the campaign team. That rat's up to something. He's reformed. I believe it when I see it. Got his voice too close to over. I think I'll swing by. Something about this stinks. How many objectives do I have? Also, how do I get my objectives? Yeah, it's not this, so I gotta figure this out. But anyways, documents. That's not what I'm looking for. These are entry forms or registering evidence. You want, right? You gotta get them. If you want to log evidence, you gotta fill out a form first. That's not perfect. We'll work with it. All right. Hey, Harvey. Heard of the Cullen-Harrison Act? Yeah, they want to legalize the sale of beer and wine. They say Roosevelt's about to sign it. Yeah, permission ends. But not before creating the mafia, however. That's good news. How about we get a head-on start celebrating? There's a guy in the bastards upstairs turn a blind eye to, and I think we get a couple bottles of. Are you out of your mind? Do not count on me. Oh, okay. It's a bucket of water. Can I take this? Oh, it's leaking like a sieve. One of these days we're going to have to swim out of this dump. And I have water now. Well, that was a bit... Why would you take a bucket of water? Why wouldn't I? Kind of making fun of how adventure games just do everything. How does this work? How does this work? You know the drill, Foster. What's wrong with you? You bring me some evidence, you fill out the delivery form, and I log it, like we've always done. I gotta go. Bye, Foster. He's probably not gonna be a long-term character, so I don't think we have to worry about it. No, me, just walking around. Okay, so I guess we're hitting the elevator. Don't see anything else. Come on in. Get your path in there. Evidence lobby. We'll look. Actually, Benjamin Marsh and Philip Moore. First one can tell us the meaning of the emblem on the first victim's tattoo, and the second one can tell us the connection between the spell and spontaneous human combustion. First, we got a copy of today's edition of the Arkham Advertiser. There's an article about the venue for Philip Moore's lecture. You set? Let's go. Oh, wait, that was his voice. Never mind. Peasley Station, Park, Psychiatrist, Marsh Antiques. Let's actually head back in, because I want to check this. Maybe he knows what the paper is. Monster? See if my luck's any better this time. I got things to do. Take care. Alright, so. To the stairs, to the offices. Let's check to see if there's a paper. Alright, nope. Taking the stairs and the elevator. I'll leave that to you young bucks. Alright, so I guess we are just going to take off. Okay. We hit the lobby. Alright, so we know... We can go to the park. Should we actually go to the psychiatrist? I'm curious. Let's go. Hey, Harvey, tell me a little bit about yourself. Are you married? Oh, why do you talk so much? You haven't stopped talking for a moment. I talk so much because you talk so little. Someone's got to balance the universe. One moment. Dr. Strainer's practices in this very building. You know her? Yes, we've been working together on an innovative psychological profile based on various cult leaders. What are we doing here? Simple bureaucracy. It'll only take a moment. Alright. First floor, Baker and Greenbach, attorneys at law. Second floor, Kingsport Trading Company, also from Lovecraft. It's a nice place to be. If you want to be anywhere, be in Kingsport. And my favorite head doctor, Dr. Helen Schreiner's on the third floor. Poster from the Arkham League for Decency. Stay dry because we voted dry. Huh. It's an ad for women's swimsuits. Where exactly are they meaning to swim in Arkham? Filthy Masonic River? The Arkham Advertiser's morning's edition. We're in luck. Got a coin? I don't have any on me. I only have a couple of bills in my wallet. Too bad. The newspaper has the address of that spontaneous combustion expert's lecture. Right, so we have to basically figure out how we're going to get the key from the dude with the coins. Pigeon. Hey, get out of here. Why did the pigeon ever do to you? I hate him. Enemy of penguins. Penguins are bad in Lovecraft. Oh, what the hell? She's in such a good evening. Was this where the brain pickling happens? Silence. What's going on? I'm with a patient who... Oh, Dr. Whitman, it's a pleasure to see you again. Doctor? I have a doctorate in psychiatry from the University of Massachusetts Amherst. I can't see you right now, Mr. Foster. I must attend to Mr. Ullman first. What's wrong? I put him under hypnosis and he won't wake up. But there's no need to worry. Some patients take a while to come out of hypnotic lethargy, or if he's been hijacked by the elderlings. This guy? Hypnotic lethargy? He's just asleep. Snap your fingers or whatever you do and get him out of here. It doesn't matter if he's asleep or still in trance. The protocol is very clear. What does a protocol say? We have to wait. Wait? Hey, buddy. This ain't no boarding house, so get your ass off and go home. Mr. Foster, I beg you not to disturb the patient. It would be dangerous for him to wake up suddenly. He'd leave his brain behind in 65 million BC. So I suggest you come back later so we can talk calmly. Hey, buddy, rise up and shine. Damn it. You hear that, Harvey? The guy's sawing logs. He's in a very deep sleep. I need the doctor to stamp my report. I don't think that's a priority right now. I'm sick of everyone questioning my sanity. Quiet, please. I need you to stamp my psychological report. I need you to silence. It's a guy waking up. When's will he wake up? Keep your voice down. Or even better, be quiet. Okay, just grab the seal. On the desk, there's a seal from the Arkham Police Department. Please stop snooping around my desk and stay away from it. Damn it. Why am I screwing around with their stuff? Because I can. Those files are confidential. Please stay away from them. Without a warrant, yeah. Shelf. Books on psychiatry, I guess. Hey, Harvey, you read this direct, don't you? Mr. Foster. I'm going to just be annoying as hell. Because it can be. So we have to get a coin from that dude. Huh. Maybe the psychic can do it. Anyways. So yeah, I just, wanted to see Steinman, but also Building 13, of course. Let's stop by the park. I got a couple minutes left here. Park. Magazines. What are these magazines doing here? The bus company has placed a stand with various magazines, some stops to entertain passengers while they wait. It says so right there. Folks just don't walk off with them? Some will, but they're always usually old issues anyways. Well, that actually makes sense. Long Metropolitan Park, opened in March 1864. Guy. Hey, do you know when the bus will arrive? It's taking longer than usual. No idea. But trust the motto of the Arkham Metro Bus Network. Punctuality is our commitment. Punctuality? I've been waiting here for over half an hour. Luckily, I'm entertained by these magazines. What are you reading? Strange Eons, also another one Lovecraft was in. Never heard of it until now. It's fascinating. This magazine's interesting. Can I borrow it? Strange Eons. This magazine sounds interesting. Can I borrow it? To be honest, I'm having a revelation with this magazine. I didn't think there was so much unexplained and mysterious events in this world. Wait for the bus to arrive and I'll put it back. What kind of stories is a push? What kind of stories is a push? Something very interesting article about something called astral travel. Did you know that our soul can leave our body and travel to find the laws of physics? Why don't you read something else? There are plenty of other magazines right there. They're the same old ones, but this one is new from this month. I'm liking it so much that when I get home, I'll subscribe to it. Great. All right, keep reading. Keep reading. All right, so the plaque probably says the same thing. The Ark was built thanks to the generous donation of Honorable Gideon Treadwell for the use and enjoyment of all good citizens of Arkham. This is what rich people used to do. Granted, they were evil, but at least they get a kickback to these citizens. Who is this Gideon Treadwell? A slave owner. Yeah, that was true too. Most wealth does come extracted that way. Oh God. Arkham will burn tonight! That city will be consumed by fire! You turned your backs on the signs, but the clock has not struck doom yet! You must wake up! We must act now! Woke. Okay. It's cold out here. Damp air doesn't agree with me. Seriously? Nowhere else? Nothing else? Guess we're not doing this in the right order. But this is me we're talking about, however. But I'm thinking, yeah. See if I can save it right here. I'm thinking this is probably going to be more than enough to see whether or not you want to vote on this one for being the next series. After all, you guys seem to like the detective stories, and you even, well, Kira was kind enough to donate one. So, if this is the sort of thing you want, just remember when we get to the vote to cast your vote for it in the comments of that section. Subscribers only, I can tell if you are or not. And we will see how it plays out. In any case, this is Fantastic World, saying farewell from Lovecraft Country and our old stomping grounds of Arkham, Massachusetts, the greatest little fictional town that'll drive your brain mad, and bring forth the ancient horrors of the past. Because that's cosmic horror for you. Anyways, I'll see you next time.
I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters, whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of Content and Data.